Imagine walking into a car dealership, ready to buy your dream car, only to find out the price has skyrocketed beyond your budget. Frustrating, isn't it? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the burning question on every car buyer's mind. Will car prices go down in 2024? I'm your host, and over the next 40 minutes, we'll unravel the complexities of the automotive market, explore expert predictions, and give you the insider knowledge you need to navigate these turbulent times. Let's start by taking a look at the current state of the car market. It's no secret that car prices have been on a wild ride lately. In fact, according to recent data, the average new car price in the United States hit a record high of $47,000 in 2023. That's enough to make anyone's wallet wince. But how did we get here? And more importantly, where are we headed? To understand the future, we need to examine the past. The automotive industry has been grappling with a perfect storm of challenges over the last few years. First and foremost, the global pandemic threw a massive wrench into the works. As factories shut down and supply chains crumbled, car production came to a screeching halt. But that was just the beginning. Enter the great chip shortage of 2021. You might be wondering, what do computer chips have to do with cars? Well, in today's high-tech vehicles, everything. The average new car contains anywhere from 50 to 150 semiconductors, controlling everything from engine management to infotainment systems. When chip manufacturers pivoted to meet the surging demand for consumer electronics during lockdowns, automakers found themselves at the back of the queue. This shortage led to a domino effect. With fewer new cars rolling off production lines, consumers turned to the used car market, driving those prices up as well. It was a classic case of supply and demand gone haywire. But surely, things must be improving by now, right? Well, it's complicated. While chip production has ramped up, the automotive industry is still playing catch-up. Many manufacturers are reporting improved inventory levels, but we're not out of the woods yet. And that's just one piece of the puzzle. Inflation has been another major factor pushing car prices skyward. As the cost of raw materials, labor, and transportation have all increased, manufacturers have had little choice but to pass these costs on to consumers. It's a bit like trying to fill a leaky bucket. As fast as automakers try to control costs, new expenses keep popping up. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are signs that the market might be starting to stabilize. Some experts are cautiously optimistic about 2024. Let's hear from industry analyst Sarah Thompson. Quote, "While we don't expect to see a dramatic drop in car prices overnight, there are indicators that the market is slowly returning to equilibrium. Improved chip supply, coupled with potential easing of inflationary pressures, could lead to more competitive pricing in the latter half of 2024. End quote. However, it's important to note that not all segments of the market will behave the same way. Let's break it down. New cars. As production ramps up and inventory levels improve, we might see more incentives and deals on new cars. However, don't expect prices to drop to pre-pandemic levels. The increased cost of materials and technology in modern vehicles means prices are likely to remain higher than historical averages. Used cars. The used car market, which saw astronomical price increases during the pandemic, is showing signs of cooling off. As more new cars become available, pressure on the used market should ease. However, prices are still expected to remain above pre-pandemic levels throughout 2024. Luxury cars. The luxury segment has been somewhat insulated from the worst of the price increases, as their target market is less price sensitive. However, even high-end brands may need to adjust their strategies if economic conditions tighten. Economy cars. This segment could see the most significant changes. As consumers become more price conscious, demand for affordable vehicles is likely to increase. Manufacturers may respond by offering more competitive pricing and introducing new entry-level models. Now, let's consider some potential scenarios for 2024. Scenario 1. The optimistic outlook. In this scenario, supply chain issues continue to resolve. Chip shortages ease significantly, and inflation begins to cool. We could see gradual price reductions across the board, with manufacturers offering more incentives to move inventory. Scenario 2, the steady state. Here, improvements in supply are offset by continued high demand and persistent inflation. Prices may stabilize, but are unlikely to decrease significantly. This could lead to a new normal of higher car prices. Scenario 3, the economic wildcard. If we see a significant economic downturn, it could lead to reduced demand for vehicles. In this case, we might see more aggressive pricing and incentives as manufacturers and dealers try to stimulate sales. So, what does all this mean for you, the potential car buyer? Here are some tips to navigate the market in 2024. 1. Do your research. Keep an eye on market trends and be ready to act when you see a good deal. 2. Consider all options. Don't limit yourself to new cars. A nearly new used car might offer better value. 3. Be flexible on features and models. Being open to different options can increase your chances of finding a good deal. 4. Time your purchase. If possible, try to buy during traditionally slow sales periods, like just after the new year or at the end of the month when dealers are trying to meet quotas. 5. Consider leasing. If you're not ready to commit to a purchase in an uncertain market, leasing might be a good option. 6. Explore alternative brands. Some lesser-known brands might offer better value for money. 7. Be patient. If you can wait, you might be able to take advantage of improving market conditions later in the year. As we wrap up, let's recap the key points. While we're unlikely to see a dramatic drop in car prices in 2024, there are reasons for cautious optimism. Improved supply chains, potential easing of inflation, and increasing competition could all contribute to a more favorable market for buyers. However, it's crucial to remember that the automotive market is complex and influenced by many factors. Global events, economic shifts, and technological advancements can all impact prices in ways that are difficult to predict. The best approach is to stay informed, be flexible, and make decisions based on your individual circumstances rather than trying to time the market perfectly. Remember, a car is more than just a price tag. It's a long-term investment in your mobility and quality of life. By arming yourself with knowledge and approaching the market strategically, you can make a decision that's right for you, regardless of broader market trends. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the future of car prices. If you found this information valuable, please consider liking and sharing this video. Until next time, happy car hunting